Hi everyone, it's Manisha here. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another design with a Creative Shop plate. I just posted a design very recently and it was in a collab I did with the lovely Louise from Urban Nail Art. But I'd actually done two designs with that plate and I wasn't sure about this one, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and post it anyway. So I've got some Masura magnetic polishes and I'm showing the black Beauty Big Bang stamping polish, but I didn't actually use that in the end in the design. And then that was the Creative Shop plate that you just saw that I'll be using for this mani. So I've done a coat of the, I think it's called Mint and Basil, this one here. It's one of my favourites out of these Masura magnetic polishes. It's a beautiful sort of turquoise green colour. And over the top of that, I'm just sponging on the blue colour. And then some of the purple as well. So this is all done while the polish is still wet, so you do have to move fairly quickly while you're doing this. Because the polishes are very opaque, you do only just need sort of one coat. I sort of get away with one coat normally. While it's still wet, I'm just applying the magnet in sort of different areas just to bring out the magnetic effect. So I'll show you again on the centre nail. So I'm just putting one nice even coat of Mint and Basil over the base. Just get it nice and even, and these polishes do dry actually fairly quickly, so you do have to move quite fast. But there is a little trick, and I'm going to be showing you that in just a moment, of what else you can do to really bring out the magnetic effect. So I'm going to go and sponge on some bits of the blue. So this sponge is just sort of torn off from one of those sort of makeup wedges that you use for doing gradients and things like that. And yeah, I just sort of tear bits off, just whatever size I want. The smaller the better sometimes, because you've got a bit more control. And then I'm just using the magnet in different areas there. This is a Masura one, but if you can find a really good strong one on AliExpress or eBay, they all work just as well as each other. And then over the top of that, I'm just going to apply a coat of Seche Vite. So this is a fast drying top coat. And while that's still wet, I'm using the magnet again. So now this is where you can really sort of have a bit of a play around with it and get the magnetic effect where you really want it. And just sort of move the magnet around, because the top coat is sort of wet. The polish again underneath, you can really move things around and get it just where you want it. And I quite often do this to intensify the magnetic effect that I'm sort of going for, because like I said before, you do have to move fairly quickly with these sorts of polishes because they do tend to dry. And especially because I was doing sort of a few different colours at once, this is the way I sort of do it, and it really sort of brings it to life. You'll see it later on when it's dried through all the different layers. It sort of continues to move and evolve. So this is all the nails done here. And next I'm going to be doing some stamping. So I'm just applying a coat of liquid latex. This one is from KADS and I've got a 10% off discount code. You'll find all my discount codes down below. And like before with the other design, I did use this image here. So I'm going to be stamping it in white. I did actually try it off camera in black and in blue, and I found it was really dark on that darker base, and I really wanted something that was a bit more of a contrast. So this is the image I've just picked up here, and I'm using a clear stamper for this design. I think with the other one I did use Moyu London's rectangle sticky stamper. So I'm going to continue to stamp all of the nails off camera and do some cleanup. And next up I'm going to be adding a little bit of colour with these inks. So these are sort of like pens or brushes, and they're from Born Pretty Store. I have got a 20% off discount code, and I'll put that on the bottom of the screen as well as down below. So I'm just using those two colours. I've got a blue and a purple, and they've also got the clear one, so this is more like a blending pen. So you'll just see that I'm going to be moving and dispersing the colour around on those white parts of the stamping. This just kind of blends it all out and yeah, moves the colour around a little bit. It lightens it too, because I really didn't want a lot of colour with this one. I really wanted just a kind of like a hint of colour. And yeah, it sort of it washes out a bit more too when you apply your top coat, so just bear that in mind. But it was quite nice. I did like the subtleness of it. The reason I didn't post this design for the collab was I just wasn't happy with my stamping. I felt like there was a lot of gaps in the pickup of the image with that white stamping polish, and I think it's because it's getting quite old and dry, so I do need to get some more white stamping polish. I've actually got no more left in my stash, and so I'm waiting for some to come that I've actually ordered. But anyway, I'm going to continue to do the rest of the nails just as I've mentioned before, and just add a little bit of colour here and there, and then blend it all out again using the clear one. I have got that cotton round there just to clean off my brushes in between, so this will kind of sort of excuse me, stop the colours from getting contaminated with one another. So once I've done all of that, I'm just going to go ahead and add another coat of Seche Vite, so this will sort of seal in the design. Once again, you can add the magnet. This is totally optional if you want to further bring that magnetic effect to the surface. You can go ahead and use that magnet again, but this is really totally optional, up to you whether you want to. But the Seche Vite will again seal in that the stamping and give a really nice sort of glossy finish to the design. But you can see the first two nails I've done there are sort of washing out a little bit of that ink effect, but I actually thought it added more to it, so I really liked how it ended up anyway. These are some photos of it, so let me know what you think down below, whether you like this design or whether you prefer the neon one I did in the video I just shared before. I will link that video for you, of course, if you haven't already seen it. And definitely check out Louisa's one too. She's does absolutely amazing nail art. She's got a YouTube channel. Pop over, show her some love. And thanks for stopping by, ladies. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day wherever you are. Bye for now.